741 on KMBZ. Good morning. E.J. Becker and Ellen Schenk with you on Kansas City's Morning News. And joining us on the news line, Senator Roy Blunt of Missouri. Senator, good morning. Good to talk to you.
Hey, good morning. Good to be with both of you.
Hey, Senator, we want to talk about the budget. We want to get to gun control as well, but we want to start off with developments out of North Korea this morning. We're hearing about, multiple missile tests are possible. We're hearing about, some missiles that have been set up that may be there as fakes. And then, of course, there's this question.
Well, Dick Cheney was recently quoted as saying, we're in deep doo-doo with North Korea, a light way to put a very serious subject. Does anything work when you have someone who's willing to starve their own people and appears to be completely unpredictable?
Yeah, I think that there are a couple of questions here. One is, how do we deal with this right now? And two, what do we learn from it about similar situations that could develop in the future? That's, of course, this is a system that's totally failed. If there's ever a place anywhere on the face of the earth that describes the difference in competition and collectivism, it's Korea. You had until roughly 1950, you had exactly the same people, exactly the same heritage, exactly the same everything, and then you divide this country between the collective communist view of the world and a top and competitive view, and now, the South Korea is the 8th biggest economy in the world. North Korea, literally, as that comment made, can't feed itself. For at least 2 decades now, since they got these dangerous weapons, they've used these weapons as a way to convince the world, we'll stop doing something, fill in the blank, if you'll help us by giving us food aid and other things for another 24 months. It's a problem, and as we have done that, one of the lessons to learn is they've continued, no matter what they promised to do, to develop their weapons to make them even more dangerous and more deployable. So every decision we've made has actually, in the long run, made them not less dangerous. It's made them more dangerous. And then the second point I'd make about that is the immediate lesson here, besides dealing with them, is do not let Iran become another dangerous actor, even more located in a way where they could create havoc in their neighborhood, the Middle East.
Senator Roy Blunt is with us on the Newsline this morning. Senator, let's go to gun control. A couple of senators have apparently worked out a deal that would provide for many, many more background checks going forward. Is this a deal that's going to get done in the Senate and also make it over to the House, get to the president's desk?
Well, I haven't seen it yet. I've read the headlines this morning. I read a couple of articles this morning. I couldn't really get the specifics out of what I had available to me today. I don't know. Let's see what it says. I'm willing to look at what it says. I'm particularly interested in what we can do to deal with the mental health element of these tragedies we've seen. Yesterday we had a guy with a knife on a campus that he had a different kind of weapon, but he probably had the same kind of problem mentally that we're not dealing with as a society as we should. So we'll see what they've been able to accomplish. So far, I know the tragedy of Sandy Hook and the parents whose lives have been changed in ways that they will never fully recover from are in Washington today, but nothing that anybody has proposed would have prevented Sandy Hook from happening. Not a single proposal out there would have stopped that from happening. So we need to be sure that we're not just talking about a problem, but we're actually looking for some way that might solve that problem in the future.
Senator Roy Blunt with us on the Newsline this morning. Senator, always appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, great to be with you, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
You got it, sir.